Hi students, welcome to the new video. Today we are going to discuss about uniform motion, speed and velocity. So first we are going to discuss about the uniform motion. So what is uniform motion? So suppose an object is moving 0, so in 1 second it has covered 10 kilometer. In 2 seconds covered 20 kilometer. In 3 seconds it has covered 30 kilometer, and in 4 seconds 40 kilometer, 5 seconds 50 kilometer, and 6 seconds it has covered 60 kilometer. So when we are looking at this, we can see it is covered equal distance. If we are taking the interval, we can see it is 10, and it is also the time the difference is 10. Here also the difference is 10. Here all the cases the difference is 10. And if you are taking the time, we can see the difference is also 1 second. That means it has covered equal distance. In 1 second is 10 kilometer. Next it has covered again 10 kilometer, that is 20, and again next is covered 10 kilometer, it become 30. Then in all the cases it has covered equal distance, and here the time difference is also 1 second. That means in all the cases it has covered equal distance in equal intervals of time. So such type of motion is known as uniform motion. So that is uniform motion, if it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Next we have to see what is non-uniform motion. So next is non-uniform motion. So the second case we can see, we are taking the time difference. Here it is kilometer. So if you are taking the distance covered, here the distance covered is given 10, 30, 40, 80, 90. If you are taking this difference, we can see it is 20, and the next difference it is 10, and the next difference it is 40, and next it is 10 kilometer. If you are taking the difference is 20, 10, 40 and again 10. That means it has not covered equal distance. It is covered unequal distance. But if you are taking the time interval, we can see in all the case the time interval is 1 second. So it has covered unequal distance in equal interval of time. Such type of motion is known as non-uniform motion. If it has covered unequal distance in equal intervals of time, it is known as non-uniform motion. So if you are taking the distance time graph for uniform motion and non-uniform motion, in case of uniform motion we can see, so if you are drawing a graph between distance and time for uniform motion, we can see an object, here the object is covering equal distance in equal interval of time. So in this case, if we are drawing a distance time graph, we are getting a straight line. We are getting a straight line because it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Suppose next is non-uniform motion. So if you are drawing the distance time graph for this one, so drawing a distance time graph for this one, we are getting a curve. We are getting a curve because it is not covering equal distance. It is not covering equal distance in equal interval of time. So such type of, in case of uniform motion we are getting a curve, and in case of a uniform motion we are getting a straight line. So next we have to see what is speed. Suppose the car is moving very fast, we can say that the car is moving with very high speed. And suppose if the car is moving very slow, we can say that the speed of the car is very less. So speed means it is a term to specify how fast or slow the object is moving with respect to time. So speed means it is a term to identify how fast or slow the object is moving with respect to time. So speed means in a particular time how much distance it has covered. Suppose it has covered in a specific time, it has covered larger distance, we can say the speed of the car is moving with very high speed. Suppose within a particular time it has only covers less distance, we can say that the speed of the car is very less. So the speed is a term to identify how fast or slow the object is moving with respect to time. So the equation to find the speed is, so speed is equal to distance travelled by time taken. So speed is equal to distance travelled by time taken. So within this particular time they have covered larger distance, the speed is very large, and in a particular time that is covered small distance, the speed is very less. That is speed. So next we have to find the SI unit of the standard unit of speed. So what is the unit of distance travel? It is meter. The SI unit of distance is meter, and for time we are taking second. So the SI unit of speed is meter per second. The SI unit of speed is meter per second. Suppose for vehicles we are using in we are specifying the speed in kilometer per hour. So the SI unit of speed is meter per second. We are also specifying the speed in kilometer per hour or centimeter per seconds. Suppose the object is moving with a variable speed. At a particular second it is moving at a particular speed, and the next moment the speed of the object is changing. Suppose the object is moving at a variable speed, we have to calculate the average speed of the object. So if an object is moving at a variable speed, we have to calculate the average speed of the object. So the equation to find the average speed is equal to, equation to calculate the average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Total time taken. Total distance divided by total time taken. This is the equation to find the average speed. Total distance divided by total time taken. Or we can see V is equal to S by T. So V means the speed is equal to S divided by T. V is the speed. S is equal to the distance travelled, and T is the time taken. Here we can see in the case of the speed, we are not specifying the direction of the object, only we are saying the magnitude, only how much distance it has travelled in a specific time. We are not specifying the direction of the object. So from that we can find that the speed is a scalar quantity, because only the magnitude is specified, not the direction is specified. So speed is a scalar quantity. Next we have to see what is uniform speed and non-uniform speed. So first is uniform speed. Suppose a car is moving 0, so here we can see that in the case of uniform motion we have seen, if you are taking the time in the interval, the distance in the interval of this vehicle, here the distance is 10, the difference is 10, here also the difference is 10, here also the difference is 10. By taking the time difference also we are getting 1 second. So it has covered equal distance. At 1 second it had traveled 10 kilometer, in next 1 second, that is 2 seconds, In the next time interval of 1 second, it has traveled 20 kilometer. That means it has covered equal distance in equal interval of time. So that is uniform speed. If it is travel equal distance in equal interval of time, then that speed is uniform speed. So if we are drawing a graph between this one, distance travel and time taken. We are getting a straight line because it is covered equal distance in equal interval of time. Next we have to see non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed. Here 0, here we can see, here we are taking the difference, it is 20, here it is 10, here it is 40, and here it is again 10. So here we can see the difference is not same, it is not covered equal distance. Here the time difference is same, 1 second, but the distance travel is not same. So here it is covered unequal distance in equal interval of time. So that is the non-uniform speed. If the object has traveled unequal distance in equal interval of time, such motion is known as non-uniform, such speed is known as non-uniform speed. So if you are drawing a graph between this one, we can see we are getting a curve. We are getting a curve. So that is the difference between uniform speed and non-uniform speed. In a car or in any vehicle, you can see below the steering, you can see a speedometer cluster. So if you can see a speedometer and odometer is there. In the speedometer, we can see when the speed of the car is increasing, it is to 0, 20, 40, 60 like that. The speed is increasing. That is speedometer. And near the iter, you can see a odometer. What is odometer? Odometer you can see in the odometer the distance you have covered. So the speed, there is a instrument used to measure, and the speed of the car is speedometer and odometer. Speedometer and odometer. Speedometer and odometer. Speedometer is used to measure the speed of the car. You can see when the speed of the car is increasing, it is 20, 40 like that. That is a speedometer. And odometer, it is used to measure the distance covered by the vehicle. The distance covered by the vehicle. So next we have to see the speed with direction. So the term to specify the speed with direction is velocity. So speed, we can see there is no magnitude. We are only specifying the magnitude. We are not specifying any direction. So in case of velocity, we are specifying the magnitude and direction. Here the speed, the velocity means the speed with direction. The velocity means the speed with the direction. That is known as velocity. So velocity means the speed with direction. In case of velocity, we are specifying the distance. We are specifying the magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction of the object. So velocity means the speed with direction. The speed with direction is known as velocity. Velocity has both magnitude and direction is specified. So this velocity is a vector quantity. So the velocity is a vector quantity. Suppose an object is moving. So the equation to find the velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity. So in case of speed, we are only writing V. We are not putting any arrow mark because it is scalar quantity and direction is not specified. So to specify the direction, it is to specify the vector quantity. We are putting a arrow mark here. This is a vector quantity. This is velocity. If you are putting an arrow mark above this one, it is we are specifying the vector quantity. So the vector quantity, the equation to find the velocity is equal to distance with direction, distance with direction divided by time taken. Divided by time taken. So we have seen case of distance and displacement. So we are just revising that. That's for the distance. So the equation, so the term to specify the distance is s. So here the distance is s. We have seen, next we have seen displacement also, displacement. So what is displacement? It is a distance, here displacement means distance with direction. Displacement means this distance with direction. In the case of distance, we are only specifying the magnitude only, we are not specifying the direction. But in displacement, we are specifying the distance traveled along with the direction. That is the displacement. So displacement means the distance with direction. So it is a vector quantity. Here also we can see, we can either in the equation we can see velocity is equal to distance traveled with direction divided by time taken. So what is the distance traveled with direction? It is displacement. So we can write this as velocity v is equal to displacement divided by time taken. Displacement by time taken. Displacement divided by time taken. So what is the term to denote the displacement? It is vector s. It is vector s because it is a vector quantity. So we are putting an arrow mark here. So we can write equation to find the velocity v is equal to s divided by t. This is the equation to find the velocity. This is the equation to find the velocity. Next, if an object is moving with a variable speed in a specific direction, your object is moving with a variable speed in a specific direction, so we have to find the average velocity in that case. So the equation to find the average velocity is equal to u plus v divided by 2. U plus v divided by 2. So u is the initial velocity. Initial velocity. And v is the final velocity. Final velocity. So when the object is moving with variable speed in a specific direction, we have to find the average velocity in this case. So average velocity v is equal to u plus v divided by 2. So u is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity. So first difference between speed and velocity. So speed is the total distance. Speed is the distance traveled divided by time taken. Distance traveled divided by time taken. So what is velocity? Velocity is the displacement divided by time taken. Displacement by time taken. So it is a scalar quantity. It is a vector quantity. So the difference is, here the equation to find the speed, distance travel. So the distance travel cannot be 0. In all the case, it is a sum between two cases. So the distance travel cannot be 0. So the speed cannot be 0. The speed cannot be 0. So velocity, in case is a displacement by time taken, we have seen the displacement can be 0. So here the velocity can be 0. So this is a difference. This speed is equal to distance traveled by time taken. It's a scalar quantity. It cannot be 0 and the unit is meter per second. Next is velocity. It is displacement by time taken. It is a vector quantity. Its velocity cannot be 0 and the unit to find the velocity is also meter per second. So thanks for watching this video.